Good evening. Welcome to the DBS Sports. I am Kenson Casimir. We begin tonight with news in cricket. St. Lucia's under-15 cricket captain Akim Ogis led from the front with a century, which for many secured another win for St. Lucia in the Windward Islands under-15 cricket tournament. However, St. Lucia emerged second in this year's competition based on a fast bowling point system. We'll explain a little later. For now, St. Lucia clashed with Grenada at the Cumberland playing field on Sunday and was in no mood to allow any slip-ups in their sixth and final match with the 2017-2018 Winlot Windward Islands Cricket Championships on the line. Batting first, St. Lucia got to 239 for 4 in 50 overs. The team's charismatic leader scored 138 from 154 deliveries, which included 16 fours and 2 sixes. Sky Lafay contributed 28 runs. In response, Grenada were bowled out for just 79. Amari Venner took 4 for 21, while Darren Sammy Jr. took 3 for 10. So, St. Lucia won by 160 runs. Now, what exactly is this new method of determining outcomes for the Windward Islands under-15 cricket tournament? What exactly is this fast bowling point system? Well, in an effort to encourage more fast bowling in the sub-region, the Windward Islands board decided to award teams points based on how many wickets fast bowlers obtain during the tournament. Well, in this case, Grenada's fast bowlers took 22 wickets, while St. Lucia's fast bowlers took 19. As a result, despite being outplayed by St. Lucia, and despite St. Lucia having a better overall tournament than the Grenada was awarded the 2017 Windward Islands under-15 tournament as a result of having 3 more wickets taken by their fast bowlers. Now, someone tell me if that makes sense. We spoke to National Under-15 cricket coach John Eugene about St. Lucia's participation in this year's tournament.
Tournament went well. Disappointed, but we have to be encouraged because basically the boys really fought right down to the end. In terms of the tournament itself, I think we had some hiccups. We had matches that we really should have pulled through, but that's how the game of cricket goes. We just have to keep on working. It's a bunch of well-mannered, well-talented young men, and of course we want to see them go on and all the way.
Mr. Eugene spoke to the dreaded fast bowling system.
In terms of the points system, this is a new thing that the Windward Islands board has implemented in terms of giving fast bowlers points. But all in all, I think the Windward board, in this early stage, I think they got this thing wrong because there was no clear statistician giving any information about these things. It was only made known to us the night before the final round that this thing is going to be implemented. So I think going forward, it's something that prior to the tournament, all the boards have to be involved, and all coaches or managers must be okay with this thing. But we lost by point 3, and it's just unfortunate. But I must commend the boys. They worked hard throughout the entire competition.
Well, St. Lucia has 5 members on the Windward Islands cricket team. We await confirmation of these individuals, and we provide you with them as soon as they are available. Meanwhile, there is no doubt who won the Caribbean Development Boxing Championships, as Grenada took this one, as we say, fair and square. Grenada are the champions of the Caribbean Development Boxing Championships. The Spice Isles dominated most of the categories to seal their first Caribbean title. Grenada won most of the medals at the championships, followed closely by Barbados in second. Defending champions Guyana finished third. Team St. Lucia, behind an outstanding gold medal performance by Lindell Russian Marsler, finished fourth at the championships. Now, Grenada finished with 30 points, Barbados 28 points. Defending champions Guyana had 26 points, and St. Lucia and Trinidad were tied on 25 points. Well, speaking of champions, El Nino, they are the back-to-back champions of the Deriso Football League knockout competition. The final got underway on Sunday, December 17, 2017. In front of an absolutely packed crowd. At the Deriso playing field, Green Monsters took on promotional league champions El Nino. In the first half of this encounter, El Nino took the lead through prolific striker Chelani Neptune. As a result, last year's champions went into the locker room with a 1-0 lead. We spoke to the talented striker Chelani Neptune.
Well, today's game was very difficult, I must say, but we fought and we stuck in and we got the win, man.
So tell us about your goal.
Well, when I put that ball, I didn't even know if I scored. I just put with my eyes closed and I just see it was at the back of the net.
All right, so you guys have been winning 1-0 over Green Monsters.
Yeah.
Why is that, and how is that rivalry shaping up?
Yeah, it's very tough, you know. It's a big game. Everybody look out for, everybody come out to support. Everybody looking out for the big game. So I think all in all, that makes the result 1-0. Because if a final difficult, I don't think it should be 3 or 4 more goals. One is just enough.
Well, in the second half, Green Monsters threw everything at El Nino in search of an equalizer. Late into this matchup, Jelani would sky a clear-cut opportunity over the crossbar. Well, though having a few opportunities in the penalty area, Green Monsters were not able to draw level as El Nino won this encounter 1-0. We'll have all the picks from this event in tomorrow night's sportscast. You don't want to miss that. Well, we'll take a break, but when we come back, a 3x3 basketball action at the VG Sports Complex. Stay tuned. Welcome back. The St. Lucia Basketball Federation held a youth 3-on-3 competition on Sunday at the VG Sports Complex. Felica Augustine is the secretary of the federation.
Basically, we're halfway through the qualifier stage of our 3-on-3 under 18 qualifiers. This is basically in preparation of the 2018 IBF Lesser Antilles tournament, which was slated to happen in St. Martin in May, but due to the inclement weather and the passage of Maria, that has changed. So now they are actually looking for a new host country, and then after that is decided, then we will know where these kids will be going to in 2018. So both male and female will be participating in the finals against more or less the same countries we had earlier on this year in our inaugural tournament that happened here in February.
Ms. Augustine spoke to the increased participation in this year's tournament.
Originally, we had 7 teams registered, 7 male teams and 3 female teams. We didn't think it was going to change, but then we ended up getting 8, and then now we have 9, which is a step up from the previous one, because the previous one we had only 7 teams participate in 6 in the pre-qualifier and 7 in the qualifier. This time we didn't have a pre-qualifier, we just decided to do one thing. So we have the qualifiers, which has 9 male teams, and also last year we didn't have any females, and now we have 3 female teams. So that's progress for us.
Well, the St. Lucia Basketball Federation hosted their annual Basketball League tournament this year. They also hosted the Commercial Basketball League and a regional 3x3 tournament in 2017. Well, finally, Manchester City defeated Tottenham in convincing fashion as action in the Barclays Premier League continued last weekend.
He's just basically left on his own, and as he watched them actually just drift, he's always had that in his game. Okay, Gunn. Sane ahead of him, Sterling through the middle, Kevin De Bruyne, and so much so that Lloris can only hope to get enough on it and can't. That's changed, because he can hit him equally well on this side, and that's hit with, and I pick out. Once upon a time his left foot may not have seen it, now they're in trouble because the overlap's on the left hand side, and once this fella got it, there wasn't even a thought of well to the hold, and they are 2 goals to the good. There was no stopping that. Up came Dyer, back by Gundogan. De Bruyne's onside. Vertonghen's tackle. A lot of contact, and I think there might be a bit of a dive in this. Gundogan. Sane. Not quite sure which side of 80 minutes that was. It's a matter of seconds whether Sterling has yet another one. Just as well it was from that close, Sterling, because from a little further out on a couple of occasions he's not quite been as successful. He should have been with Sane as it was released. And as a result, Dyer's missed it. Sterling's in. City strolling. Manchester City look unstoppable at the moment. Tottenham have had a real dip. Just doesn't get enough of a touch. It's a bit lackadaisical on his part. Maybe he got it.
Well, Man City won 4-1. In other notable results, Arsenal, they defeated Newcastle 1-0. Manchester United defeated West Brom 2-1, while Liverpool, they defeated Bournemouth 4-0. Well, last sports, the DBS News continues after the break.
Bye.